So, Canada losing by 3-0 today. Zlatan, Thierry, we all three of us watched the game. And afterwards, Thierry, Jesse Marsh said, I would rather be Canada than Morocco. He was very proud. What did you make of those words?
I just think that he was talking to his team and to the country of Canada, because I know where I would rather be, in all fairness, but I think he was assessing a situation and where he took the team and how it went. People will remember them, first point, first goal, going through the group stage. People will remember the goal of Eustáquio scoring the winner against South Africa. But Morocco also suffered. Morocco also worked. Morocco also had a dream. Morocco won the World Cup under 20. Morocco went to the semi-final of the last World Cup. Morocco is going to the quarters. Morocco also is making history. So people do suffer in different way and need to find a way to be successful. But for Canada, like Eustáquio said, can they become that country in terms of football? Can they bypass hockey? That will be a very difficult challenge, but they did what they had to do against who they played against. They played against a team that showed them how to win. So when they're going to come back, they're going to have to make sure they're going to be stronger. It is some type of also reality check for Jesse Marsh, but I think he was talking to his team and to the nation, not so much of who went through.
Morocco, the first African team to reach the quarterfinals in back-to-back World Cups. They had to find a way. Maybe the first half they weren't so good, Zlatan, but they found a way, and that has to be something that we credit them for.
Yeah, the strongest team won in the end. First half was not perfection, but in overall they did a good game, and they got the 3 goals they needed, and they were the stronger team. There is no here or luck or something. They're the stronger team. They made it to the quarterfinals, and normally when you play these games, first half, there is like a balance between the two teams if it's not too much domination from the stronger team. But in the second half, often comes the better team stronger. And the weaker team gets tired and they cannot keep up the intensity or keep up the pace of the better team. But we said it before, Morocco is a good team. They will reach quarterfinal. Let's see now what happened with France, Paraguay. Probably they will play against France. And then from there is game on.
From Canada's perspective, a really, really good effort. I wouldn't be ashamed at losing 3-0 because Moroccans are a better side. But they put up a good fight, but in the end, not a surprising. Probably going to set up a Morocco-France game, barring a disaster. So yeah, no surprise there.
Unai's goal in the 50th minute, just 5 minutes after, that kind of changed everything. You feel like that took the wind out of Canada's sails completely?
Yeah, definitely, because you know Canada was pushing and trying to get back into the game, and then especially the goals break their neck, right? Yeah. Because then you have to open more up and you run into more counter breaks and transition game, and Morocco is a good team, so you have to say that too. Even as Canada had completely control over the first half, and they don't have chances to score. Later on, and Morocco used their chances and changed the complete game. And after 3-0, you have to say that maybe it's quality, to let the other team make the game, and then at the end, you score the goals when you need to.
You've got to take your chances, Frank.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Canada should have scored the goal, and because when you miss the chances to open up the score sheet, you're going to be punished after that. And it's what happened today, and Morocco knows how to deal with that, and they were strong. They lost their striker, Saibari, but somebody else came, Unahi, and that's
I always felt that coming into this game against Morocco, it will be the quality aspect of it. Even without Morocco playing, let's just not even say about 70% good, the quality shined through in the end. If you look at the goals that they scored against this Canadian side.
3-0 against Morocco, it looks from the result at the end looks bad. But we talked about it, if you look at the game, they had chances to change this whole game in a different direction. They don't do it, and that shows you too that the quality of the individual teams, they're good. If you look at forward now, Morocco against France, I think too, France has a good team, Morocco has a good team.
Paraguay could still win.
Paraguay can win too, 100%. But I think if you look at the results, the last past games, and then look at the next games. But if Morocco, France comes, it's kind of a rivalry.
Yes.
Even in the country of France, you know, you have a lot of people from Morocco and everything. So you will see a complete different face of Morocco.
Yeah, it's no shame to lose to Morocco 3-0. Some of them
show in the end, and that's what happened with this game. I'm not saying it always works that way, but the majority of the time it will. That quality aspect will shine through.
I think for Canada, when they look back in their tournament, it's the first ever point, first time that they get a win, first time that they go to the next round. But this was a limit for me. This was the ceiling for where this team was going to go. That was as good as Canada were going to play, and probably as bad as we'll see Morocco play, certainly throughout this tournament, compared to what they did against Brazil, compared to what they did against the Netherlands. So, yes, and for Morocco, I know we could see this as a negative, but it could also be spun as a positive, that you played bad, you still won 3-0. You found a way to break the press of Canada, especially on the second goal. We saw that. They only scored 6 goals last World Cup in 2022, and now how many goals they've scored now. They're trying to change their identity, trying to change their style, gaining more experience. Saibari goes off in the 23rd minute, 24th minute. They still find a way to score the goals. They dealt with that pressure. So, yes, of course, you're going up against France, but I think this Morocco team you can't mess with them.
What's the narrative for them now moving forward? Are they better than the team that we saw compete in the World Cup in 22?
I would say so. I think it's a different Morocco. When you talk about last World Cup, they played very deep, defensive-minded, counter-attacking football. That's the best way to say. This World Cup, we're seeing a progression in Morocco, just like we criticised them in the first half. They want to play through the lines. They want to control the game. Was a bit slow today. Wasn't great. I would just say, for me, I would look at this for them as players. You'd say, right, bad day at the office. We got the job done. We could take positives from that. In tournament football, you're always going to have that one indifferent game. Doesn't matter what nation you are. They're always going to have that game that's indifferent. You take it now with a win against Canada, knowing that you're going to have tough opponents next against France or Paraguay, and you need to turn up for that. So you'd rather take an indifferent, poor performance today than have gone into that next game